contaminated broiler eggs can potentially affect the viability of viable broiler eggs, depending on the type and severity of the contamination. If the contamination is caused by certain bacteria, such as Salmonella or Campylobacter, it can lead to reduced hatchability and increased mortality of broiler chicks. This is because the bacteria can infect the developing embryo and cause damage to vital organs. Additionally, contaminated eggs may have compromised structural integrity, which can also affect hatchability. It is important to implement proper biosecurity measures to prevent egg contamination and ensure the health and productivity of broiler flocks. Contaminated broiler eggs can negatively affect viable broiler eggs in several ways. First, if the contamination is caused by a pathogen such as Salmonella, it can infect the developing embryo inside the egg, reducing hatchability and potentially causing disease in the resulting chicks. Second, contaminated eggs can lead to poor chick quality, including reduced growth rate and increased mortality. Additionally, contaminated eggs may also have reduced nutrient content, which can affect chick development and growth. Therefore, it is important to implement effective biosecurity measures and ensure that broiler eggs are not contaminated during production and handling to ensure optimal hatchability and chick quality. Contaminated broiler eggs can have a negative effect on the viability of viable broiler eggs. The contamination can potentially introduce harmful microorganisms, such as bacteria, into the environment in which the viable eggs are developing. This can increase the risk of infection, which can lead to reduced hatchability, slower growth rates, and other health issues in the broiler chickens that hatch from those eggs. It is therefore important to maintain good hygiene and biosecurity practices to minimize the risk of contamination and promote the health and productivity of the broiler flock. Contaminated broiler eggs can have a negative impact on the viability of viable broiler eggs. If the contamination is caused by bacteria such as Salmonella or E. coli, it can lead to infections in the developing embryos, resulting in reduced hatching rates and poor chick quality. Additionally, contaminated eggs can also increase the risk of vertical transmission of these pathogens to the hatched chicks, which can lead to health problems and reduced productivity in the broiler flock. Therefore, it is important to implement strict biosecurity measures and proper hygiene practices to minimize the risk of egg contamination in broiler production.